Hello everybody, welcome back to the Isle of Flexum. My name is Chris. We are playing City Skylines, which is just, wow, it's my favourite game. Let's be honest with you, it is my favourite game. If I'm going to play a game, it's going to be City Skylines. And if they ever make a City Skylines 2, which has got more capability for, you know, not being single-threaded, locked or limited by CPO, that would be awesome. And don't forget to come and check me out on Twitter. Not that I'm a prolific poster, but do come and check me out. So this video is just about expanding up a little area near my oil industry area and building a new residential zone. So you may have seen this actual residential area in some of my previous videos and the flyovers, but this is actually me creating it. I did watch the city planner play City Skylines, and he made quite a lot of sense for a few, well, not just for a few, for a lot of things. And I don't do it particularly well here because I did this before watching his video, but I have since then done some more where I have started to place artery roads and larger roads and kind of trying to make them work better for traffic flow. Now you can just see at the top there that that main road going onto that highway is going to get seriously congested at some point, mainly because I've got a junction fairly close to that entry exit on that, and it has buildings and shops down that road which probably are not a good idea. I also have trams trundling along that road as well to certain points to try to get people from A to B, or particularly from the residential zone back to the railway station. Now that does cause a significant amount of traffic just because they trundle along. They're not particularly fast, they are quite high capacity for the amount of sims they can put in there, but they are not particularly good. Now here you can see that I am trying to create a little bus route that takes people from the main hub of the area where the railway station is into a car park and back. I'm trying to do it a bit like those airport car parks where you are effectively parking up and then being collected and moved to your airport or train station in this case. And that's what I am attempting to do. I find the public transport and playing along with the public transport, the trains, the trams, the metro, the trolley buses, the buses, really interesting. I quite like watching the huge amount of people that move around and trying to get a large amount of people, of sims, doing the stuff. So that is really enjoyable. I find it a super fascinating thing to do in the cities, and probably one of the things that really drew me to it. I'm not a high detailer, as you probably realise, but I do quite enjoy the traffic flow stuff. So just here I'm upgrading some of the roadways just to try to make the traffic flow better. So one of the things I wanted to try was the buses would run during the evenings, or the majority of buses would run only during the evenings, and the trams would only run during the daytimes because, as you know, trams make a lot of noise. They're very heavy, kind of slow, and they are noisy, so I don't want them to run during the day and then substitute those routes for bus routes in the evenings. I went around using TMPE, which is 11.4, and as you will see at a future video, that 11.5 is released, and wow, they have some really new features in there, and that is well worth having a look at if I was you. So I use TMPE, it's a very important thing to do. The reason for that is to ensure that traffic is using the correct lanes, so those turning lanes at the right time. That really does help reduce congestion when you have all those things sorted. Although it can be a rather time consuming thing to do when you are building a lot of road networks. As you can see, there is a good number of sims there waiting for some public transport. And what was puzzling me is why and what are they doing there? And I still really haven't found out what they are doing there. And as you saw, I went into the menu options and I went to have a look at what TMPE was doing. I thought for some reason it wasn't using the AI or the advanced kind of AI element of it for public transport. They were just collating in some weird spots and not actually going to the correct locations and being picked up or dropped off. You see I'm tweaking a few bits and pieces. I've got too many buses. I was wondering if the budget control was working as it should do. And yeah, funny things are going. This area obviously gets very busy with buses and trams, and I do make a little bit of a modification later on about where the trams can pull up. And I have got one of the tram roadways in which allows you to have 2 tram stops on either side of the road, which is fantastic because they can basically pull up in parallel to one another, so you can have effectively 4 tram stops in one section of road, which is incredibly useful. So here I am really just playing around with the buses, the schedules, the routes, the number of buses, and just moving about. So as you know, I'm not a massive person for detailing, but I thought I'd give a few fences. I thought I'd just add a little bit into this area once again, just to see if I can detail it up, but the fencing in make it look a little bit more industrial, a bit more secure for all those kind of buildings that are up there. So just simply adding in additional concrete over the grass makes it look a little bit more industrial. I was trying to find some of those little tubs that you can put around the bottom of tree trunks to make them look like they've kind of been plotted there or protected from the concrete action, but I really struggled to find that, to be honest. I also wanted to put some additional bits of security in, so I do add a few bollards, and there was a bollard chain asset that I think I found. I think I've actually put in there a kind of a BT communication hub, so if you're in the UK, that's where all the BT comms come from your house before it goes out onto the kind of exchange and out onto the internet, however they do that magic. So a lot of this was just playing around and having a little bit of a muck about and seeing what I could and couldn't do and experiment with. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. I think you've enjoyed me far too much. So thanks very much for watching to the end of the video. It does mean a lot. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell to be emailed by YouTube every time I post a video. Don't forget, you can always leave me a comment below. Let me know how stupid, ridiculous I am, or give me comments and stuff that we can do stuff about. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Goodbye from me for now. Bye.